Good morning, children. We are going to discuss about magnetic field of moving charge. Magnetic field of moving charge. In the previous class, we discussed the direction of magnetic field due to a straight carrying current wire by using right hand thumb rule. Current is in the direction of thumb. Magnetic field lines will represent the direction of remaining fingers, folded fingers. When current carrying in a loop, current is in clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, the magnetic field is towards us. In the clockwise direction, magnetic field is away from the observer or away from our eye. These are the directions of magnetic field. When current carrying in a straight wire, when current carrying in a loop. The previous class completed. Now we are discussing about magnetic field due to a moving charge. Magnetic field of moving charge. See here, a charge is moving in a particular direction with velocity v bar. A charge is q. A charge of element is q is moving in a particular speed v speed. We need to find the magnetic field at this point, which is located at a distance, r bar, means like position vector r bar, which is located at a distance is r bar. Now, at this point, a positive charge here it is moving. Positive charge means it is the direction of current. In the previous concept we discussed the direction of current is the direction of positive charge. Here it is moving the positively charged with speed v. At this point the magnetic field direction is into the plane of the paper. This is the magnetic field direction into the plane of the paper at this point P. So some factors affecting of magnetic field. Magnetic field due to a moving charge. V bar is directly proportional to V. Then V bar is directly proportional to the charge Q. V bar is directly proportional to V. V bar is directly proportional to charge Q. And V bar is magnitude of magnetic field. V bar, magnitude of magnetic field, V bar is directly proportional to V. Magnitude of magnetic field is directly proportional to Q. And magnetic field is directly proportional to 1 by r square. Then we call it as is inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. And again it makes an angle theta from this direction of radius. Then magnetic field is directly proportional to sine theta. From these all values, directly proportional. From all these values is directly proportional to, for the magnetic field is qv sine theta. qv sine theta by r square. qv sin theta by r square. Therefore, magnetic field B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi qv sin theta by r square. This is the formula for magnetic field of a moving charge. Magnetic field of a moving charge. By the experiment, it was declared that the magnetic field depends upon some factors. The magnetic field is directly proportional to V bar. V is the velocity of the charged particle. The charged particle is positively charged particle from this point P. For this point P, the magnetic field is inward because of this is the direction of current. The positive charge direction is the direction of current direction. Then the magnetic field at this point is inward direction. According to the experimental, the magnetic field depends upon some factors. Those factors are magnetic field is directly proportional to velocity. Magnitude of magnetic field is directly proportional to Q. Means charge, the magnitude of magnetic field is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the point and the point charge. Point P and the charged particle. When the magnitude of magnetic field is directly proportional to the sine of the angle between velocity and radius vector, then magnitude of the magnetic field from these four equations you can write V is directly proportional to QV sin theta by r square. QV sin theta by r square. Then magnitude of magnetic field is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into QV sin theta by r square. Here mu naught is permeability of free space. Permeability of free space. Permeability of free space. The value of mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter. Henry per meter. In vector form of this, in vector form of magnetic field of moving charges, in vector form is magnitude of magnetic field B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into QV sin theta by r square into r cap. R square into r cap. R cap is the unit vector. Then therefore magnetic field B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into V bar cross r bar by r cube. V bar plus r bar by r cube. Mu naught into q. Mu naught q by 4 pi into V bar plus r bar by r cube. It is the magnetic field of moving charge. Coming to next one, Biot-Savart's law. This law will gives the magnetic field induction of a surrounding current element. Surrounding current element. Biot-Savart's law gives a magnetic induction, magnetic field induction. This law gives magnetic field induction of surrounding of current element. This law, Biot-Savart's law gives magnetic field induction of surrounding of a current element. Magnetic field induction of surrounding of a current element. Let us consider a current carrying in a wire of length AB. AB is the current carrying in a wire of length AB. Then the direction of current carrying is like this I. Let me consider a small element of length dl. Small element of length is dl. dl is a small element of length. Then current element is IDL. IDL is the current element. AB is the current carrying in a wire of length L. Let me consider a small element of this current carrying in the wire. Here the current carrying in the wire, at this point the magnetic field is inward magnetic field. Magnetic field is into the magnetic field. We need to find this magnetic field due to a current carrying in this wire. Here current carrying element is IDL. Let us take a distance of r bar. R bar is the distance between current element to this point located. The distance is r bar. R bar is the distance between current element and the point where we located the magnetic field induction. Where we consider the magnetic field induction. So this magnetic field induction is proportional to the current. Magnetic field induction is directly proportional to the current, and magnetic field induction is directly proportional to the sign of the angle between this current element and this current. This is the direction of current element, and radius B bar is directly proportional to sin theta, and B bar is directly proportional to the length of the element. Magnetic field induction is directly proportional to the square of the distance between them, current element to the point located, B bar. Therefore, magnetic field induction B bar is directly proportional to ideal sin theta by r square. For this magnetic field is small amount of magnetic field. Why? Because it is a small elemental length of current carrying wire. Small element means that dB is directly proportional to ideal sin theta by r square. Therefore, dB bar is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square. Now listen carefully for this bad charge law by using of magnetic field moving of a charge. Magnetic field of moving of the charge and this bad charge law both are nearby. The magnitude of magnetic field is directly proportional to current. Magnitude of the magnetic field is directly proportional to sin theta. Magnitude of magnetic field due to the small element is directly proportional to the elemental length. dl is the length of element. From these all equations we can write dB is equals to dB is mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square. In vector form of the magnetic field induction due to a current element is dB bar is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into I dl bar cross r bar by r cube. I dl bar cross r bar by r cube. This is the magnetic field due to a current element. So in the previous problem, in the previous concept, magnetic field due to a moving charge is B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi. B bar is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into Q of B bar cross R bar by R cube. From this equation we can write current is equals to charge into charge by time. Current is equals to charge by time, then charge is equals to current into T. Therefore, Q is equals to I into T. From these equations, both equations are similar. For these two equations are similar. Therefore, Q is equals to I into T. Then substitute here. I into T into V. V means velocity. Velocity into time is nothing but distance. Velocity is equals to distance by time. Distance is equals to velocity into time. This velocity by time we can write distance I dl bar. Suppose in case of magnetic field due to total length of the wire is B is equals to integral dB bar, that is equals to integral mu naught by 4 pi I dl bar cross r bar by r cube. dl bar cross r bar is nothing but cross product of two vectors. Cross product of two vectors is a bar cross b bar is equals to ab sin theta. we are going to discuss about magnetic field due to a thin straight current carrying wire. A thin straight current carrying wire is I. I is the current carrying in a wire. We need to find the magnetic field at this point P. At this point P, the magnetic field is inward direction according to right hand thumb. So we have to take a perpendicular distance between the straight current carrying wire to this point is D is the perpendicular distance between D is perpendicular distance between point P and current carrying wire Now the two ends of the current carrying wire AB is the current carrying the wire. It makes an angle theta 1 and theta 2. Theta 1 is the negative angle, theta 2 is the positive angle. Now let me consider a small element. Of length is CD. CD is the small element of length. For this small element of length makes an angle is d pi. For this angle is d pi. Makes an angle perpendicular distance to this one is angle is pi angle means. Then it makes an angle is here pi means at this angle is 90 minus pi. The distance is r bar. From this point D to for this point P, distance is r bar. Now it makes an angle is 90 minus pi. According to Biot-Savart's law, the magnetic field due to this small element dV bar is equals to mu naught I dl sine of 90 minus pi by r square, 4 pi into r square. Why? Because current carrying in a wire I and radius vector are making an angle is 90 minus pi. Then sin 90 minus pi, that mu naught by 4 pi into ideal cos pi by r square. This is magnetic field at this point due to a small elemental current. The direction of element will be like this. Now triangle PDN, let this point is N. Triangle PDN is similar to triangle PCN is equals to 90 minus pi because of this element is an infinitesimal element. CD is an infinitesimal element. Infinitesimal element means the length of that is very less. So that cannot be neglected. Then you can draw a perpendicular line from here to here. That point is M. So this is a perpendicular means then this angle is made 90 minus alpha, and this one also will be similar to 90 minus alpha because element is an infinitesimal element, means very small element. Then we can write triangle PDN and angle PDN and angle PCM both are equal, that is equals to 90 minus pi. From this triangle D we can write triangle DCM. This is theta. Theta is equals to, this is the hypotenuse, angle theta. Sin theta is equals to, sin theta is equals to dm by dc. dm by dc. Therefore, dm is equals to dc. dc is nothing but elemental length, dl sin theta. dc, cd is elemental length. cd is elemental length. That elemental length is nothing but dl. dl is elemental length. For this theta is nothing but what is theta? Sin 90 minus pi. Means like this is, for this angle is 90 minus pi. Means sin 90 minus pi. Sin 90 minus pi is equals to dm by dc. Then sin 90 minus pi is nothing but cos pi. Therefore, dm is equals to dl cos pi. dm is equals to dl cos pi. From this, dm is nothing but r pi, r d pi, r d pi. Why? Because it makes an angle is d pi. For this is dm. Distance is dm. This length is r. Then arc length is equals to radius into angle substitute. Then dm is equals to r d pi. dm is equals to r d pi. For here dm is not equals to dc. dm is not equals to dc. dm is not equals to dc. Therefore dm is equals to r d pi. From this PMD, then this arc length is equals to radius into d pi. dm is equals to r d pi. Therefore we can write dl cos pi is nothing but dm is equals to r d pi. Therefore magnetic field induction dB is equals to, sorry this is not vector, dB is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into I r d pi by r square. r d pi by r square. r square get cancelled, that is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into I d pi by r. I d pi by r. I d pi by r. This is magnetic field induction due to the small element. dB is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into I d pi by r. Therefore d pi, we can write I d pi by r. I d pi by r. I d pi by r. Therefore, from this triangle, cos pi is equals to d by r. Cos pi is equals to d by r. Cos pi is equals to d by r. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Therefore, r is equals to d by cos pi. r is equals to d by cos pi. Then we can write here dB is equals to mu naught by 4 pi. Mu naught by 4 pi into I d pi by r. r is nothing but d cos pi. d by cos pi. d by cos pi is nothing but d into cos pi. Therefore here dB is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d cos pi into d pi. Cos pi into d pi. We need to find the magnetic field due to the total wire of length AB. Magnetic field due to from A to B. This is the magnetic field induction due to this small element. Due to this small element, dB is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d into cos pi d pi. We need to find the magnetic field induction due to the complete wire. B is equals to integral. Here integral, where to where we integrated means from theta 1 to theta 2. The theta 1 direction is negative. Negative means minus theta 1 to theta 2. Minus theta 1 to theta 2. this direction below the horizontal direction angle made is theta 1 minus theta 1 to theta 2. We need to find minus theta 1 to theta 2. Therefore, V is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d is the fixed values. Integral cos pi d pi is sin pi. Integral cos pi is minus sin pi. Integral cos pi is minus sin pi. Sorry, integral cos pi is nothing but sin pi. That is equals to sin pi of minus theta 1 to theta 1. That is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d sin theta 2 minus sin of minus theta 1. Sin of minus theta 1 can be written as minus sin theta 1. Minus into minus plus. Therefore, magnetic field induction due to a thin straight current carrying wire is B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d into sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. Sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. Here theta 1 and theta 2 are the angle made with point. Suppose the angle made with straight current carrying wire alpha and beta. Here theta 1 is equals to 90 minus alpha, theta 2 is equals to 90 minus beta. Then substitute here theta 1 90 minus alpha. Then we can write B is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d. Mu naught I by 4 pi d into sin of 90 minus alpha means cos alpha plus cos beta. See children, the magnetic field induction due to a thin straight current carrying wire is very important. The angle made with the point due to the ends of the wire theta 1 and theta 2. That magnetic field induction V is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. Suppose the angle made with the wire alpha and beta, sorry, this is beta. Alpha and beta are making an angles here. Then magnetic field induction V is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d into cos alpha plus cos beta. Here some approximations we have to take for this magnetic field due to a thin straight current carrying wire. Some approximations are required. Once again see, a current carrying wire is AB. Let a perpendicular distance from the current carrying wire. We need to find the magnetic field B. That perpendicular distance is D. D is the perpendicular distance between point P and the current carrying element. Let us consider a small element of CD. CD is the elemental length dl. It makes an angle d pi from C to D. Then for the D which is located at a distance r, it makes an angle pi. Pi from the point. Other angle is 90 minus pi. This small element is very small. Then angle PCN and triangle PDL both are similar, that is 90 minus pi. For this we draw a perpendicular distance from D to this CP wire, CP line. So it makes an angle is 90 minus pi. This angle is 90 minus pi. From this angle sin 90 minus pi is equals to dm by CD. Here dm is not equals to DC. Dm is not equals to DC. Sin 90 minus pi is equals to dm by DC. Therefore dm is equals to dl cos pi. Dl cos pi is nothing but dm. According to this triangle again DCM, we can write dm is equals to r d pi. Why we can write this is, from arc length is equals to radius into angle subtended. Radius into angle subtended. Therefore dv is equals to mu naught by 4 pi ir d pi by r square, that is equals to mu naught by 4 pi into I d pi by r. Then r is equals to d by cos pi. According to this triangle, PDN. PDN cos phi is equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. D by r. Cos phi is equals to D by r. R is equals to D by cos phi. R is equals to D by cos phi. Then we can substitute here. Integral cos phi is sin by the limits of that is minus theta 1 to plus theta 1. Then we should apply the limits. Then V is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d into sin theta 2 minus sin of minus theta 1. Sin of minus theta 1, that acute angles, sin of minus theta is nothing but minus sin theta. Minus into minus plus. Therefore, the magnetic field induction due to a thin straight current carrying wire is V is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2. Or alpha beta of angles made due to the wire, then magnetic field induction can be written as V is equals to mu naught I by 4 pi d into cos alpha plus cos beta.